Jimmy's gonna do a thing that he wrote called Message of Love.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and ants and aliens, and everyone out there in the universe, we gone. We are back. Damn, we got a lot of ground to cover.
We were definitely gone for a while.
Yeah, as the name of the show, the Gawncast, we were gone and now we're back.
That's what happens when you're gone.
Yeah, basically what partakes when you are gone consistently.
Consistently.
Yeah, man. So, damn, it's been a little while, to say the least.
Did we talk about the Drake album?
I was just gonna get into that. You took the words out of my mouth. What do you guys feel about the Drake album? And I'm glad we have a young perspective. How old are you? 16?
Oh, wow. We really got a
young perspective.
We really got a young perspective. Yeah, speak.
Throw the headphones on, bro.
It's on.
Throw the headphones on. You can hear yourself.
I was just making this point the other day that Drake has been popping consistently, probably has the most dominant stretch, a 10-year stretch of just being dominant. So to someone that's 16,
in terms
it's
of
all
records,
he knew since he was 6.
Yeah.
Is Drake. Are
Yeah,
you a Drake
that's
fan?
Crazy.
You a Drake fan?
Yeah.
Can you hear anything in the headphones?
Besides, I can't hear me talking, but I hear the background music and I hear y'all.
Okay, go
Nah,
ahead.
it's cool. You could just
That's fine.
Just go with the flow. So what do you think of the Drake album? You like it?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
I like you know how it had a A side and a B side.
Yeah.
I like
Right.
A side better.
The A side better?
Yeah.
So what are you into? Are you into like Drake as far as like Drake rapping, or you like Drake singing? You like you like a little bit of everything, or
As a 16-year-old, yeah, that's very interesting.
a little bit of everything?
You know, I'm sick of that. What you call it? Nice for what? I'm sick of that song.
Yeah. I was
What-
surprised that was like a
That's
radio
the one.
single.
What artists are you like listening to now? Like, if you had to like choose 5 artists that you're like, yo, I like these guys. Oh, no, that's a lot. That's a lot of artists. 2 artists
2 artists.
that you're like, yo, I'm listening to these guys right now.
I don't know, man.
What you listen to today?
Yeah, let's start. Let's
When
keep
you're
it
at the
simple.
when
Let's
you're
keep
at
it
the
simple.
gym, when you're hanging out, whatever it is.
Right now, the artist I'm listening to is X. Y'all know X, right?
Tentacion.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And one more. Cause I want to see where they are. But like,
No, this is good. I mean,
it's a different
And
perspective.
A
'cause
Boogie. Y'all know A Boogie.
Oh,
yes.
yeah,
A
Okay.
Boogie. Yeah, A Boogie.
Yeah, A Boogie.
A Boogie with the hoodie.
Yeah.
A Boogie's official.
Yeah.
I see you can tell you're from New York though.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
A Boogie is a very New York.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's like,
Hey, but Don
New York
kid Don
new
Q was
Don
nice.
Q, yeah, Don
His
Q.
boy Don Q,
yeah.
that motherfucker nice, man. I fuck with Don Q.
Yo, there's a track with Don Q, Styles P, and Jadakiss on it, and he
Yeah.
got Styles P and Jadakiss to go back and forth, classic Jada and Styles.
Wow,
on
that's
the feature. It's one of the hardest
This is-
tracks I
this
have
is
in
A
my
Boogie?
car. No, it's
It's
Don
Don
Q.
Q.
Okay.
It's like his partner in crime.
Got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Don Q's a spitter. He's the one that went on Hot 97 with him and shut his shit down on the freestyle. Yeah, man. So this Drake album, Frank, what'd you think about it? You liked it? What's the consensus overall? What'd you guys think about it?
It's I'm not like it's hard because I'm not like a super big Drake. I like Drake, but I'm not like a big Drake fan.
Right.
So like I take Drake and like, you know, I thought it was okay album. A lot of people like that are Drake fans that I spoke to, that they don't really like the album.
Yeah.
They're not really like big on the album.
I mean, I thought it was
I
cool.
like the song with Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
dope.
And I like the shit. Like he came out. I like the fact that he had in the bio of the Apple Music, like he was like basically saying, "Yeah, Drake's this." You know what I'm saying? Like he was like embracing all the hate that he gets. And I was like, that's dope. I like that about that.
Hold up real quick. Y'all know about that Jay-Z and Drake where Jay-Z wanted to sign Drake to something, but Drake didn't sign to it? What was that about?
What is this?
Huh?
Say what now?
Drake wanted to sign. I mean, Jay-Z wanted to sign Drake to something.
Just recently?
Oh, you talking about Hov said that on the album, on his album, on
Yeah.
Hov said on him and the Beyonce album, he said something along those lines. I'm trying to sign you. I'm trying like put your pride to the side.
Yeah.
Something along those lines. I
That
don't know how to
was
listen. That's
that
another
was
thing
Tidal.
we never talked about that album, did we?
That was Tidal.
Because I haven't listened to it yet.
He wanted Drake to do with Tidal what he ended up doing with Apple.
I got you.
So when Jay had that line on the album about something that y'all would rather work with, he said something along the lines of y'all rather try to be like me or rather work with the man than to work with me, some shit like that. Something along the line. Yeah, he tried to sign Drake to do it, not sign but partner up with Drake to do a Tidal deal. Yeah, or some shit like that.
Yeah, he's probably trying to get the money together. But I thought it was cool. Everyone was coming out with these short EPs and these projects, and then Drake was just like, "Blah, it's 25 records."
25 records. Yo, what I heard recently was the that was supposed to be like, okay, now I'm done with Cash Money, so he just put it out real quick. Like, this is my last. I'm off the deal.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
We're on the same page because I thought that was like.
And it kind of sound like that in a way. Like
I felt with his last maybe 3 projects, I felt like not that he wasn't really making them. I feel like they weren't really albums, and he even called his last project a playlist.
Yeah, that's right.
And so I feel
that
like
shit was just like a couple months ago. I feel like, right?
Yeah. And I feel like it's like, all right, I'm gonna get the. I'm just making all this music anyway because I'm a monster. Let me put these together and get these out and get out of my deal. Like I feel like that's been in the back of his head. I don't know.
I heard today, just today, I saw like a clip on YouTube or one of these vloggers, where they said Drake already has another album ready to go.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
How long did he take off? Of course, he probably got so many records. Remember that? It was like, yo, Drake hasn't put out shit in a while.
Well, one of the things that I think when you're doing 3 different genres on one album, I don't want to say it's easier to make more records. Because, like, you could, I don't know, like, especially, you know, if you're doing some singing shit.
You could freestyle that singing shit.
Exactly.
You could do 4 songs in an hour and a half and just.
I mean, they're tough to make catchy, but he does it, and they go quick. And who knows if he's writing all of them, especially when it comes to that stuff.
This is true.
So,
and this
you
is
can
very
make 3
true.
albums a year. If that's the
How'd
case.
you feel about that song, that freestyle he put out the other day?
Drake?
Yeah, did you see that shit?
Nah, I didn't see it.
Yo, it's crazy because he dissed Kanye. Well, not diss Kanye, but he said some shit about Kanye, right? The whole thing is basically about Kanye, but what he did was he took the UK flow, and the way he flowed. I ain't gonna lie, I like that UK shit.
He's been trying to tap into that, I feel like, because that's the last thing that he has to take over everything. Like, he's touched everything else.
You should check that shit out, man. Did you see that shit?
What is it?
What's it called?
The new Drake freestyle. Fuck. Yo, Jips.
Yo.
Did you came across that Drake freestyle?
No.
Man, you should clip up. He said some shit in there about men's not pulling out for mine. You know how that mine's not hot shit. He was like rhyming like that, but the shit was kind of fresh. To me, I thought the shit was kind of fresh until I heard everybody saying it was trash. Then I was like, oh, I thought this was hot. But what, am I wrong? Okay, maybe it's not hot. Maybe mine's not hot. I don't know. But that new Drake is called, Link Up.
Link Up.
Link Up.
Link Up TV.
That Link Up. Yeah, he did it for Link Up TV, which I think is like, has something to do with the UK, or is it like big on the UK? But they just released it like 2 days ago. It's like a whole, and it's a live freestyle, him on video just.
Do you feel like Drake's getting old from the standpoint of
a fatigue of him? Like,
just too much of him, where it's like
you
get tired of hearing the message from the same person after a while?
Well, you know what? I do feel like, when I was saying, you think so?
A little bit.
Behind bars, is that what it was called?
That's it right there. New Drake freestyle. Yeah, I feel like well, first of all, I feel like he hasn't really changed much. His flow is exactly the same on everything
For the past few years.
kind of, or at least his tone. Even I don't want to say his flow because he takes so many flows. It's like, and even when you see this one, it's like him taking.
I think a lot of people. I think the
That's it right there.
are shared, man.
Yeah, especially now.
It's
hard.
Nowadays, it's very hard to distinguish where certain flows and everything.
That's
comes
another
from.
thing that lost its way.
That shit don't bother me.
It can't, because everything, like, everyone takes everyone's flow nowadays. I remember literally when I first started doing this, people would be like, "Yo, that's hot," but you sound a lot like Fab on that record.
Right.
And I probably did because that's what I was listening to at the time when I was in 8th grade. I loved that Ghetto Fabulous album, so I was probably trying to rap like him.
Right.
But I remember that being like a point in my head, like, oh, I kind of have to develop my own sound. Or if like certain records, if you sounded like a little edgy or a little like, they'd be like, oh, you sound like Eminem on that record.
Well,
you know what I mean? People would say you sound like this. Do we live in a time where you can't pinpoint you sound like this person unless it's?
But it's also the
Migos?
music. It's also the music you're provided with, like a beat that you're rapping over. Because a lot of shit it sounds similar.
Hey, I know one thing.
A lot of the shit sounds similar.
What I realized a couple of days ago, Nas has had the same exact flow on every song for like the last 20 years. Yo, you could take any Nas verse from any Nas song and play it on any other Nas beat, and that shit'll just flow.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He don't. Yeah.
What about his new album? Y'all heard it?
Who, Nas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard it.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, it was.
What
I
do you-
liked it when I first heard it, but it was like I wanted it to grab me. Like I remember when I first heard Stillmatic, and it was like, wow, Nas is
Right.
back. And it was to the point where like even when I heard the Nipsey album, I listened to that Nipsey album for like a month. And not because he was nice.
His new one?
His new one. Not because he had the bars, just because he had good music and good songs. And it hit me to the point where I listened to it for a long time. Nas, I played like twice. And, I was just, it didn't really catch me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see what you did with this one, Nas, but it didn't do it for me. To tell you the truth, I think Tiana Taylor album was banging.
I haven't heard it.
That little 22-minute album, that shit was
I
dope,
heard
son.
That's Shumpert's girlfriend?
I haven't heard
Yeah, man.
It's 22 minutes.
It's like 22, 23 minutes.
That's
Is she?
Yeah, man. Heard that shit with her and Ty Dolla $ign is dope, right? Anything Ty Dolla $ign touches is insane.
Ty Dolla $ign is super talented.
He is fucking insane.
He's a
man.
beast.
He's super
I've been saying
talented.
that. But even though I feel like Drake has to be somewhere near the end of this run, which has been an incredible run, he's still breaking records. Like this last album, Apple Music's single-day streaming record, he broke and became the first album to surpass 1 billion streams in a single week.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Fucking.
That's
I heard
like-
something like he has like right now, isn't he like 7 of the top 10 records
Yeah.
of his? Right now?
Yeah, 7 songs.
Do you
I-
think?
Right
top
now, it
10
says,
record.
as of now, Scorpion is only the 4th album ever to have 7 top 10 hits in the top 100 hits. After Janet Jackson's Rhythm Nation, 1814, Bruce Springsteen's Born in the USA, and Michael Jackson's Thriller.
Oof, that's crazy.
Jesus fucking Christ.
That's crazy territory.
Yeah.
Do you think when you're talking about streams that it's skewed a little bit? Like, yeah, 1 billion streams is a lot. Like, I'm not taking anything away. But like, you have to have, what is it? 1,500 spins is an album.
To me, that sounds crazy.
1,500 spins is
Is
considered
considered a sale.
is
an
one
sale.
album sale.
That sounds crazy to me, man.
I
That
don't
sounds
know.
like a bit
I don't
much.
really know how
That's what it is.
That's just too much. But then I know
That's what it is.
that's what it is. But I'm just saying, like, it sounds crazy though.
As of a few years
like
ago.
as to have as a rule, or to have like.
But that's how they gauge it because, dude, Best Buy just stopped selling CDs.
Did they officially?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a wrap.
Wow.
So now it's really just
CDs have officially become.
Toys R Us
tape.
is dead and Best Buy
They
has stopped
become
selling CDs. It's a
tape.
wrap.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Damn.
Yeah, so I guess all the blank CDs leftovers at the house. It's just, I mean, I guess CD players will be gone.
I
in
grew
another
up
few
with
years.
CDs, so it's like, well, they still make them in cars. They still put them in cars.
But they're about to be phased out because all these cars are getting, they're smart cars now. So you can plug in your phone and your apps and all of that. So you won't even need CDs anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, dude, I remember I used to ride the train and have to make sure I had an extra pair of batteries for my CD player.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying? I remember to the point where I was like the only person left on the train with a CD player.
Remember
Like,
the
I need to
Sony
get a
CD players
smartphone.
that like had like the colors? I had like a blue one, and they had like red ones, silver ones.
I think I might have had the yellow and black one.
Yeah.
A yellow and black Sony. You hit the button, that shit.
And it had like the
It's
skip
probably
proof
slow.
thing, like skip proof. Like you
And
could put it in your
the
pocket or
bass.
something.
Wasn't it like Shock something? Like
Something like that, yeah. And it had like the headphones was mad comfortable. You remember those things?
Uh-huh.
They, like,
those were
sit on
classic.
your ear.
You used to go jogging with that shit,
Yeah.
and it would skip your CD, and so they added the
Hell yeah,
shockproof.
the shockproof.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, Gypsy.
I remember my friend broke that shit, and I only had it for like maybe a month at the time, and I was loving it. I had the shockproof one, the Sony one, and my friend just ran into me and then just knocked it over. He's like, I'm like, yo, you gotta pay me back. He's like, yo, I'll give you $1 every day at lunch for like the next 50 days.
It's probably still wasn't enough. Those things were
Nah, it's
expensive.
Vitz. He still didn't pay up.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, but yo, the one genius thing that Drake did with this album again is he's got like a dance to it, like the
The
In My
Kiki?
Feelings, yeah, Kiki, do you love me?
I actually
In My
listened
Feelings
to that
challenge.
track today.
I heard that and I was like, well,
Thought it
how
was not
did this
bad.
get like popular?
Yo, I
How
thought the
did that?
same
So
thing.
addictive.
Like, what? But why?
I don't understand that.
Like, it's cool, but not enough to like just hook everyone.
It's over.
Dude, that-
do you think
I-
his team's responsible for like, all right?
I only love
we're
my
gonna do
bed
it.
and my
We're gonna
mama?
make a dance challenge. We're gonna make
Really?
memes
That's
for
what he
this. The
But
same-
he didn't start it, did he?
No, I know, but do you think
No,
they're,
and
they're, they're responsible for throwing that energy into the universe and getting it going? Because the same way they did with Hotline Bling. Remember, he was like, it's not as big as this, I don't think, but it was stupid. It was like him dancing and all
I
the
think he
memes.
makes
and
fun.
shit.
Of,
they
he's very
said that
comfortable
they-
making fun of himself.
Yeah.
Because I think he's aware that people think that he takes himself seriously, but he doesn't take himself seriously.
Yeah, that's a
so
good
he
point.
plays off of that. You know, he is an actor. He's a complete fucking
Yo.
actor.
Playing all of us right now.
Yeah, he's playing everyone.
Drake
That's a
is
very good point.
Drake is the truth though. Like all shits aside, like he's super talented.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't understand how that Kiki shit got popping. I don't understand.
Yo, there's so many people doing it right now. Gypsy, I'm gonna send you some links. We
it's
can take
a
a quick
celeb.
peek at some
Yeah,
of
mad
this.
people blasting on Instagram and all that stuff, YouTube.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
They were talking about on a Joe Button podcast today. They was talking about that song specifically, and they said how they OVO just pulled back. I guess they were supposed to put the Michael Jackson song out,
Yeah.
as like the big single, and they ended up pulling back on that, and then changing that for that Kiki song. So I'm guessing that it really was unexpected for them.
Maybe it was.
Yeah.
He put out so many songs though that something was bound to get like.
Yeah, that's true. That's
I mean, that's Drake. That's
the
Drake
power,
what
too,
I'm
man.
saying.
You can't- you know what I'm saying?
He put out so many songs
that's
that
the
it was
power
like,
of putting out 25 records on that platform.
at his level.
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying, on his platform.
Yeah.
Yo, so we're gonna go to this. This is Ciara doing the Shiggy dance, aka the In My Feelings challenge. And it's funny to me, I don't know why, because Russell Wilson's in the background. He's just
Oh
sitting
yeah, I
there.
saw this one. I didn't even know what it was. I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Got me in my feelings. Gotta be real with it.
That
The
beat was
dancing
dope.
just makes it so much better.
Ciara went from like
Love me. Are you
polar. She has like polar opposites
from beside me?
of
I want you
like
and I need you.
men.
Yo, how funny is Russell Wilson? Like, he's just,
I can't see it.
it's
Yo,
just,
Sierra always could dance her ass off.
Yo, Ciara can get it.
She
I'm
gets
sorry.
busy, son.
Yeah, she can get
She
it.
always look good dancing.
Hell yeah.
it's
Always.
such an odd couple
But
to
the
me.
new me is really still the real me. I swear you gotta feel me before they try and kill me. They
But that's what I'm
gotta
saying.
make
Like
some
all these
choices.
people are like actors. Like we don't know them.
And we'll play another one. We'll keep it in the NFL real quick. This is Odell doing it.
Oh wait.
Yo,
Oh yeah, I saw.
yo, yo. Every time I see Odell doing something, I'm like, yo, he's gay.
Mad suspect. Wait, hang on.
Like, if he is, like, whatever. I don't. I'm just saying.
Say that to Lou. He'll fucking have a titty attack.
Wait,
All right.
Hang on. All right.
Yeah, don't worry about it. And I like Odell. He's like
He's the
amazingly
truth.
talented, bro.
That's the first one I saw. I was like, "Man, what the fuck is this?"
Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside me. Cause I want you and I need you. Yeah. Down for you always, KB. Yeah. Do you love me? Are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside me. 'Cause I want you.
So wait, there's actually a song for the dance, or you just do your own dance to it?
Well, this is the thing.
Just
I'm
do
gonna
your dance,
play
I
one
think.
more. This is like a small white kid from Nickelodeon, and what I notice is everyone's kind of has their own rendition of it. They kind of do the same things, like when it comes to "Are You Riding?" or like "Do You Love Me?" People, I don't know if it's one strict thing or people you're supposed to make up your own thing. I don't know. Do you know anything about that?
Yeah.
Your friends do it? Anyone you know do
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
Most of my friends do all this.
So is it an actual dance for it, or?
Like he said, people have some. of my
Talking
friends
to the mic. Talking to the mic.
like what he said. Most of my friends like they do the same. They do the dance, but they do it in their own way.
Can you think you could do one for us?
I don't,
I was just joking, man.
nah, I don't do all them dances.
Yo, let's play this next one though.
Let's go.
Oh, because it's a little.
Hey.
Who is this now?
Are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside me.
I think this is some.
I want you, and I need
See, it's for the look at this little nigga.
always KB.
That's what
See, that's what I'm saying. It's for the kids. Like, let them do it.
Say you never ever leave from beside me. 'Cause I want you, and I need you, and I'm down for you
This
always.
little nigga get busy, huh?
Good to know me is really still the real me. I swear you
Motherfucker's
gotta
professional
feel me
dancer.
before they
Yeah, he
try and
gotta be.
kill
He
me.
looks
They
like
gotta
it.
make some choices. They running out of options. 'Cause I've been going off and they don't know when to stop. And it
How does a kid that young learn how to
I've
dance
been,
like
I've
that?
been out of breath way before this, bro.
YouTube, bro. YouTube.
I'm like, time out. I need some water.
Like yo, like my grandpa. Not to go on a like a little small tangent, but like my grandfather, grew up watching like football or whatever, college football. None of that stuff was on TV. And then he told my dad when he got older, he was like, "Yo, you guys get to watch other players do stuff on TV. So then your generation gets to learn moves."
That's so true.
So now think about 80s generation with cable television. Now we're watching all the games and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So now we're copying Michael Jordan's move. Now we have the fucking internet where you can
Yep.
watch and people do anything and everything all the time, anytime.
It's totally
And
different.
show you how to
kids-
do it too.
That's
now.
what I'm saying. Step by step. They're teaching
Yeah.
you how to be like
YouTube,
Michael Jordan.
They
or
have
whatever.
highlights from last night's summer league game, so
Exactly.
you could see anything.
Bro,
retarded.
YouTube is better than fucking high school, bro. We're learning shit. It is.
Yeah, man.
It is, honestly. You can fucking pull your kid out of fucking high school and just sit him down in front of fucking YouTube for 3 hours a day.
Right.
The only thing he'd probably be an antisocial.
Yeah, he'd be a lunatic. He'd be a psychopath. A sociopath, excuse me.
He'll show up to school, aka your house.
AKA.
I always go back to the day I was in my literature course one day, and I was talking about how like the kid. I said, "Yo, these kids nowadays in high school, they can go on YouTube and they can learn any fucking thing in the world that they want to, and that's the biggest difference between when I was coming up in school and when they are. You know what I'm saying? When they were, and my teacher looked at me like I was a fucking idiot, and was just like, "No, I don't think so."
The
This
thing,
was
when
like
people ask me, they're like,
year
"Oh,
three, year 2 for YouTube, 2 or 3. It was like 2008.
It's better, but it's almost worse. People have no excuse now. Like when people ask me, "Oh, I'm really thinking about like I want to start making beats or I want to start like
Yo,
editing movies and film." I'm like, "Bro, just go on YouTube."
yo,
What the fuck?
it's so
Like people asking me like, how do you use Pro Tools?" I'm like, "Yo, just go on YouTube."
Yeah, I learned it by watching YouTube, right? I learned it by watching YouTube.
Yeah, but that is like when I was young, growing up, making beats and shit. Like there was no, I couldn't watch YouTube.
Yeah, you
I
kinda
was like doing shit on my own. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what the fuck I was doing. I was just having fun.
Yeah.
So now you can speed up the process.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you know what I mean? You could speed up the process now.
And the
just-
quality is better. Like you see so many producers, like,
the quality's
and it's just
the
it's
mixing,
insane.
like how they like bending bass and the
Right.
bass is still like, you know.
But there's so many like pretty good producers out there. Right
Yeah.
now. You know what I mean? That it would have been like just pretty much taking longer to get to that level.
Yeah, I remember one time they asked RZA. I don't know if the question was, how do you learn how to make these beats? Or how did you get your stuff? Like, how do I learn how to become a producer? And this nigga really was like, I don't know if it was the SP1200 or what was he using for the first album? You know, I think it was the SP1200 or either the MPC.
YouTube
But he
it.
basically, RZA was like,
Look it up.
yo, get an SB1200, no book, and a lot of weed. And that's basically how RZA came up with his style.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think it almost takes
Lot of
that
movies.
for you to develop your own individual style. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now you can look up YouTube and make any kind of beat you want. But
does
I'll
that-
never
but
forget that. He said no book.
But he had a
He
style.
put an emphasis on that shit. No book.
But he was also sampling shit, and no one would think about sampling like Chinese shit and kung fu. Like he had that.
But it sounded
vibe
like
to it.
Dirty and Dungeon. That's why
Yes,
36
it did.
Chambers was perfect. You know.
Yeah, it did.
Just made sense. And then Cardi B and Offset had their kid yesterday, and then they named it Culture. They named her Culture.
With a K, right?
The only thing to me, I was like, you really gonna name him the name of your album?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, that's the name of the album.
Migos' last 2 albums' name was Culture, and then Culture 2. I was like, is that promo?
I mean,
Yeah, when I saw that, I thought it was another album coming at first.
Yeah, it was a
And
baby.
then I realized it was the baby name.
Baby's not gonna have to worry about his name. Its name. You know what I'm saying? Like if that was like a random baby who has not grown up with money. They don't have to worry about that.
Hey,
name.
look, man, that's the start of it all for them. Like for the real blow up and the real transition for them.
It's a
culture.
celebrity baby. Yeah, it's a
They
celebrity baby.
changed the culture of the hip hop music.
I guess so.
Baby's healthy.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
all that matters, right?
That's cool. I mean, there's crazier names out there.
Huh?
So there's crazier celebrity baby names.
Oh no, and that's part of it. It's Cardi B's name is Bel Salis Marlenis Almanza, and his name is Kiari Kendrell Cephas.
Yeah, so his kid's name is their kid's name is actually pretty normal.
I know. It's just funny the fact that it's like, bro.
I heard someone told me that Cardi B, her first language is Spanish. Like she didn't know English.
I could
Well,
definitely.
you could tell. Yeah, you could tell.
Are you really surprised by that?
Yeah.
That's what
she
every
sounds like,
ever heard that-
says
you
like
ever-
that.
you ever
Come
heard
on,
her
Frank.
talk?
she sounds like she's from like the Bronx.
Yeah,
Like the roots of the Bronx. Like
But that's why most of those people sound like that.
yeah. but
because a lot of them is like from
they
Puerto
learn
Rico
English
and
from
straight
TV.
from.
I'm just saying. I
Dominican.
just figure like she always had like a super Bronx accent. You know what I mean?
Yo, one
excuse
girl that
me,
I
fuck
work
all
with at my old job in St. Luke's, she's she's Dominican. She worked with me at the hospital, and but she's young, and you'll talk, and she seems normal, and it just feels normal. And then one day she said some shit like, "Yeah, I don't know, but what I'm gonna do for Thanksgiving." And I was like, what the fuck is Thanksgiving? You know, Thursday, Thanksgiving. But everything else she says is normal. She cannot say Thanksgiving. It's crazy.
Yo, the
She's
best
Dominican?
She's Dominican.
Yo, something.
Thanksgiving.
Yo, Dominicans, even more than other Spanish, I feel like they'll just use words in bizarre ways. This girl hit up my boy in the DM, was like, "Damn, you looking like a scholarship." I'm like, what? I'm like, did she mean to say that? I was like, I guess that's a come up. I guess that's a good thing. You're looking like something positive.
looking like money.
And my boy Decker always just comes up with the most ridiculous phrases.
Decker is Dominican?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. That makes so much sense now.
That's hilarious. I remember when I went to DR.
We doing YouTubes.
Yeah, so I went to DR.
Like,
and
yeah, they don't
he
connect
was
shit.
doing
He's
that.
like,
That's
he's
what
like,
mine
"Damn, what you
said."
guys doing? YouTubes? Like, what the fuck is that?
And then he
two
got
separate words.
bro, and then he got on the camera. Was like, "Yo, we doing YouTubes." I'm like, what?
I was in DR and this chick was hitting on me. She was like trying to get my number and shit. She was like, Fabu? And I'm like, what? She was like, yeah. She was like, you gonna get on your Fabu. And I don't know what the fuck she was talking. Yeah, so she took my phone and she pointed at the
Facebook.
Facebook app. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Fabu.
I think they all understand each other, though.
That shit but they be speaking a lot of the English be normal. So when the other shit come out, you be like,
yeah,
wait,
yeah.
what?
If you're Dominican and you're watching, call in now. Please
Yeah.
explain this shit to us.
Word.
Got a lot of good Dominican people out there.
Of course.
But damn. Yeah, I think that they all have their own words a little bit.
Hey, Thanksgiving.
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 That's
What
funny.
you talking about? Thanksgiving? And everything else was normal. Yeah, we're going to have food. It's going to be all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Yeah, so what you going to do for Thanksgiving? Yo, what the fuck you talking about?
It sound like German or some shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Like-
Dankeschön.
Might bring my
Yeah,
fucking
like
Heineken.
Thanksgiving.
Shit.
That's hilarious. Isn't that German? Dutch? No. Heineken's German.
It's close enough. Sounds
Right,
German.
Same shit. You guys watching the World Cup? I haven't been watching that shit. at all.
I try to, but
I watched the end of the game today.
Okay.
That was good.
Yeah, I didn't see
That
any
was
of
a good
shit.
game.
didn't
I
see
was
that.
watching France versus Belgium. That
Belgium.
my boy Tim had money on Belgium. He put money on Belgium to win the World Cup when we were out in Vegas. And so Belgium wound up making it pretty far. They were in the semifinals, so if they won, they were going to the World Cup. So he was all pumped up about this. Now, the gay shit in soccer, there at the end of the game, they got a little bit of time left. And these dudes on France, like the ball would go out of bounds, and he's just chilling, taking his time, ready to throw the ball back in. I'm like, yo, there's no delay of game in this. And then not only that, like after the whole thing happened, there was like a dead ball, and he went up to the ball and just kicked it. So it took time off the clock for the other guys to get it. I was like, yo, is anyone seeing this? And then one of the dudes on Belgium like pushed him. I was like, I would have pushed him too. This is just crazy shit. But
They
in
flop.
soccer, there's nothing to stop that.
It's the biggest flopping sport. It was the biggest bunch of faking crybabies I
Yeah.
ever seen.
And they
I
fought, and when he
can't
pushed him,
watch
he
it.
like fell trying to
Yeah,
throw
I
like a
can't,
foul.
it's like very hard to watch sometimes.
I was like, this is just.
It's embarrassing. Like they get touched like this, and all of a sudden they just fucking roll around the floor. You saw that?
It's funny they're making
They
commercials
make,
about it.
yeah,
now.
they even make commercials about how fucking like. It's so I don't know. I just don't.
Yeah, I have no interest in that shit, honestly.
It's hard to watch that.
But
Like people say baseball is boring.
nah,
That's boring to me.
yeah.
Just watching these guys fucking run around. They run like fucking 6 miles a game, bro.
Yeah,
They're in the
They
best
run a
shape.
lot.
Aside from probably hockey players, they're the best conditioned athletes.
yeah.
out
I
there.
would say soccer is
They run on
boxing
fucking
probably,
day.
and then soccer.
Yeah.
It's run back and forth, back and forth.
Hell yeah.
I can't watch it. I can't.
Also, I wanted to talk about this crazy shit that happened in Thailand with the cave dives.
Shout out to Elon fucking Musk. I fucking
Well,
love
that's
that
what
guy.
I was gonna get.
Wait a
into.
minute. Is he responsible for how they got out of there?
Almost.
No.
He wanted to be. He made some submarine that he was like. He was telling the people that were running the rescue mission, "I'm making this mini submarine that could help you guys rescue these kids that are in there." And he did. He developed it, I guess. And at the time, I guess whoever was running the operation was like, "No, we don't need it." But
He left it there. though.
yeah, I'll show. I got the video of it right now, actually.
Elon Musk is Tony Stark's.
Bro.
Literally.
Yo, I wouldn't be surprised if he really came out with the Iron Man suit. Like,
I had a
And then I just saw today he's like vowing to
Flint,
make sure
Michigan.
Flint, Michigan is gonna have
Yeah,
appropriate water.
I retweeted that. I was like, bro, when I saw that, I was like, I fucking love this guy, bro. This guy
I was
should
thinking,
run
I was
for
like, this
president.
guy's really trying to save the world.
yo, how old is he?
Yo,
I don't
you wanna
know,
hear
but
the
they
crazy
need to keep
shit?
that man
He-
alive
he's
for
like
another
in his-
50
I think he's
years.
in his 40s.
He'll figure out a way to
He
live.
started his own school, like school for his children, and he got like other kids in it. He's got fucking Tesla. Obviously, those cars are awesome. He's got the fucking solar panel roofs that looks like a regular roof, but they're solar panels. It's not like, like the solar panels now that you see are like fucking big squares and shit.
Yeah.
They got it looks like tiles. It looks like the shingles and shit on the roof. But they're solar powered.
Whenever you lose hope in the world, just go to Elon Musk's Twitter.
Look to Elon Musk.
So first, I want to show this clip of the divers and how crazy it looks of what they were going through.
Yeah.
I would never ever be able to do this.
No.
One of
It's
them-
I'm not claustrophobic, but anyone would be claustrophobic in this. This is not.
They put the kids in a pod though. They did put the kids
They
in
did?
something, right?
How the
Is that what
fuck
happened?
Did the kids
They
get
had
there
that
in the first place?
They had to give the kids scuba masks at certain points because you were going underwater at certain points.
Yeah.
And then at other points, yeah, they did like they were. I don't know.
I
actually have some
I just
written
know
stuff
all of
on
them
it.
survived, and there was the one guy that died, right? Or a few
Yeah, one
guys.
scuba divers. He ran out of air. I don't know how that happened.
Yeah, they said it was very dangerous. Like in hindsight,
How did they get in there? Does anyone know?
No one knows yet. But
the coach was only 25. Whoever that coach was.
and I heard that film producers already down there. They're already gonna make a movie about it.
Oh,
that was my
They're
next,
already there.
I was already
Already there.
that's fucking
Scouting
Jesus
locations,
Christ.
the whole bit.
I got a little write up on it. It says authorities
So-
gave further details on the 17-day operation to free the boys from Tham Luang Cave in Doi Nang Non mountain range. When the boys' bikes were first discovered outside the cave, rescues initially thought the missions to find children would be straightforward. They learned otherwise a few days into the search when heavy rain filled the cave faster than expected, forcing even Navy SEALs personnel to retreat. And the Navy SEALs began deep forays into the cave, but were hindered by the muddy conditions, narrow paths, and high water levels. The cave was unlike anything we've ever experienced. It was so dark. And these kids were 2 miles down. So that's a fucking long ways down.
Wait, they were 2 miles down?
They were 2 miles away from wherever the people
Okay,
were that were
gotcha.
trying to rescue. I'm sure they were down, across, horizontal, diagonal. Fear of the boys falling into a coma from oxygen deprivation forced the authorities to go ahead with the evacuation. Another factor was the water that was coming in. The rain was massive, and hold on. There were 12 boys wore full-face scuba masks and were attached to divers as they traversed the underwater parts of the journey. They were transferred to stretchers and wrapped in blankets whenever they got patches of dry ground. The vital signs were monitored at several points throughout the journey. It just seemed intense.
And they went in dark for like 2 weeks.
10 days of starvation in near total darkness. Never know if help was coming.
That would drive me insane.
Yeah.
I'd just kill me. Just fucking kill me.
Oxygen
And I'm a
levels in the
child?
cave were falling to toxic levels, limiting the time available for the free group for them to get out. Yeah, and then Elon Musk basically, the guy that was running the operation said, even though their equipment is technologically sophisticated, it doesn't fit with our mission to go in the cave. And then Musk kind of called the guy out. He's like, he basically said, you're not an expert on the matter, and like, and basically like called him out. It's pretty funny. But yeah, he was on site for everything. He said, just returned for Cave 3. Mini sub is ready if needed. It is made of rocket parts and named Wild Boar after the kids' soccer team.
My thing is, like,
I
had
saw
it been
that.
tested, like, what if they had used it and, like, and I'm not wishing any ill will, but, like, what if it, like, exploded on them? Like, what kind of testing had it? It seemed like
I don't know.
he rushed to build it.
Yeah,
I mean,
okay.
he would have had to.
They only had 17 days.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, he would have had to rush to build it.
Yeah,
Meanwhile, his cars are exploding left and right.
Are they?
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't
they're
hear that
crashing
one.
the self-driving cars. Yeah, not like a lot, but enough to be like, I don't think I want to get in one of those yet.
Nah, I would not get a self-driving car.
I wouldn't get a
saying.
self-driving car,
Ever.
but I'd get a Tesla.
But it's a
I
Tesla
see-
made. It's
Yeah, but you probably have to turn the function on where it's self-driving. You don't just buy a car and it's like, all right, I bought the car, it's self-driving now. It's probably like a fucking self-driving function. They got cars that parallel park themselves.
yeah, I know. But I don't know. I'm just saying.
I don't trust a self-driving car. No.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying your boy Elon Musk is making them, and they've crashed and killed people.
All
And
right,
I'm just
well, you
saying
know what?
he made a
He's
scuba
testing,
tank.
He's testing out shit, all right? on
That's
people.
fine, but I'm saying he rushed. He rushed
Yo,
to make.
Elon Musk for president, dude.
All right.
You love
No, I don't want him as president. He's too busy to be president.
Nah, yeah.
I want him
He
to
needs his
continue.
time.
He's the
Elon
man,
Musk
bro.
for the
For Iron
Avengers.
Man.
Iron
Four.
Man, right?
Bro,
Yeah.
imagine if we had like 10 Elon Musk type people in the world.
I do wish.
Like
I
a
wish.
Jeff Bezos, another Jeff Bezos. He's another one. He's trying to go to space and shit.
Fuck the president. I wish our senators and congressmen were made up of more diverse professions as opposed to all lawyers. That's what I wish. I wish
That's
we
on
had-
us. The problem
Of
is
course.
we don't vote.
Well, they're also not running either. I mean, they're not running either.
There's not much choices. You either got fucking Democrat or Republican. There's not much choices. You have two choices.
But there's no doctors running as a Democrat. I'm just saying there's people of other professions. That's my point. I don't care about the political party. I'm
There's
just
a
saying.
doctor that's fucking what's his name?
Well,
that Trump did. That guy
What, Ben
batshit
Carson?
crazy.
Carson?
Yeah, he's
all right.
batshit crazy.
But,
that guy.
but I'm just saying there should be more. That's my point. That's my point.
I mean,
There's no astrophysicist running for president or running for Congress or Senate or
Because
council.
they know politics is bullshit, probably. You know what I mean?
but people like
I feel
him
it's scary. I feel like
are starting the first, like, are like right where we are. We're not gonna see the end result of it because we'll be dead by then. But he's starting like, okay, self-driving cars, like you know what I'm saying, like. He's starting that kind of.
I agree.
He's
agree.
starting the new age of innovation where
agree.
we would actually
Totally
look back in the
agree.
history book and be like,
Well,
Totally
exactly.
this
In
is
100
Edison.
years, they'll look back on it and be like, "Holy
that
shit!"
he might be Thomas Edison II or whatever.
and he
Right.
might be fucking alive as a robot somewhere.
He might be Iron Man, dude. Elon
Tony
Musk is the
Starks.
real Tony Stark.
Imagine.
Or maybe be like
Imagine a motherfucker made an Iron Man thing and just started flying around and shit.
Jason Musk, Elon's kid.
He's gonna do it.
Saw Ant-Man yesterday. Spoilers.
No.
Just do me a favor.
No.
Stay to the end.
Of
Make
course,
sure you
man.
see
You
the
know what?
ending.
I'm gonna tell you. I learned my lesson with those fucking Marvel movies.
There's,
Always
there's-
stay to the
there's-
very
there's
end.
2 credits.
There's
Here.
always two.
Yeah, so just
There's always two.
Yeah.
A lot of people leave after the first one.
The first one's the only one you need to really see. The second one's like, what? It's funny,
it's
but-
real. It's kiddie-ish.
The
If
whole
there's
movie?
funny parts, yeah.
The first ending after it though, you need to stay for.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was dope.
I saw the Jurassic Park movie. That shit was horrible.
I heard it was bad.
It was horrible.
I liked it.
Oh, the new one.
You saw the.
Did you really?
Just because it was like a bad movie, but like I don't know. I just fuck with Jurassic Park.
You're a fan of Jurassic Park, yeah.
I fuck with it.
Did you see that? Izzy?
I didn't see it.
There was nothing they could have done with
I
like
saw the one that came out a few years ago. I didn't see the new one.
like with the script. I was surprised when they said they were coming out with a sequel. I was like, how are they coming out with a sequel? Because I thought the new one that they did, Jurassic World, I thought it was pretty decent. I was like, yo, this is a good
People
movie.
did like that,
when they
yeah.
redid it. I liked it. And then I was like, there's no way you could do a sequel to that though.
Yeah.
Because they kind of just, I don't know if you saw the movie, but.
Nah, I saw it.
Yeah.
I thought it was all horrible.
Oh, you thought the Jurassic World was horrible too?
It was horrible.
Nah, that was a
Really?
good movie. Fuck,
So
man.
I
So
see
the
Jeff
acting-
Goldblum is back. Is he playing the same character from Jurassic Park?
Yeah.
Of course.
Man, I got lost with Jurassic Park after
me
like
too.
2.
That's what I'm saying.
The first two were
Like,
dope.
Yeah, I don't even
It's just
know.
a-
Did they have his black
Samuel
daughter
L.
in there?
Jackson?
No.
Yes.
No.
Or did they
First
just forget
one.
all about the fact that
Yeah.
that Jeff Goldblum had a black daughter in Jurassic Park 2?
Did you really think they were
I
going to
know.
bring
I
her
don't
ass
remember
back?
Jurassic Park 2. I don't remember it.
I don't know. I just remember his daughter was black.
You knew they weren't going to bring her back.
I don't know.
Yo, this let's play this
Which one?
Tekashi freestyle because I got a question.
You wanna
Really?
watch?
He
I
has
got a question for
freestyle?
you.
Yo, why is he wearing what he's wearing, though, Ken?
Let's play it. Let's see.
hang on.
Major shrinkage, dude.
I'm just saying, bro. Give me a second.
And I get the blicky out and the wicked out.
Yeah, that's the only thing I think of when I say
Can't freestyle, man. Nigga, you calling this fucking below zero fucking water we in, nigga. Straightway shit, man. Major fucking shrinkage. Majors. Kick the bars, bro. Kick the bars.
What the fuck is he wearing?
Mic check 1 2. What it do?
Mic check 1 2. What it do? Listen, I get a lot of cash. Your ass is grass through the digital dash. I got 3 Earths. Mars, planet, Jupiter combined. Global warming. Global warming. A lot of schools educate the youth, but flip the education. Donald Trump.
Oh shit.
Oh, kick the ball. Listen, Donald Trump. Yeah, it's just a trunk in a bunch. Listen. Turn out choppers, Black Panthers, Wakanda.
Oh shit.
He said Wakanda.
Wakanda forever.
So tell her we come to the Versace store and look what she blesses. Look.
You can pause it. You can pause it. You think it's more beneficial to just put out some asinine, dumbass, retarded, funny shit? Like that's like just say he came out with a dope
Wow
freestyle.
factor.
It would be more beneficial for him to just come out with a dumb freestyle because more people are gonna be like, look at this.
Yeah, I think Tekashi himself has got major control over this.
Yeah, he's a
type
troll.
Of,
He's a
yeah,
troll. It's
this
blatant.
is just. Yeah, he. You know.
Do you
for
think
him,
you think he's a troll? Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Do you take him for serious as a rapper? Like you
Speak to the mic. Speak.
I don't take him serious. I don't take him serious.
Knowing your age takes him serious, right? It's just like funny, right?
I mean, some people I know do, but most people I know.
I feel like such an old head. I gotta check in with the young generation.
Yeah,
No.
there's always.
They might
good.
be like, yo, he's the dopest shit out there.
You never know. Yeah,
They might, yeah. You never know.
You always gotta remember, like when you were younger, and like my father listened to like the oldies and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He grew up in different era of music than I did.
I don't know. My pops. I mean that era was the shit. Even till this day, you can look
But
at
they
their
look at
thing.
it, they look at this era at like, what the fuck is this?
This is true.
Yo,
That's
you
what
know,
I'm saying. That's why you gotta like almost gotta check yourself.
you know what
At
Tim said
times.
today to me, which was funny. He was, I don't know how Slim Jesus came up, but we were talking. We were saying, it's so crazy that if someone else came out like that, it wouldn't even be like, oh, look at this. It would just be like, like whatever. It's another like joke or whatever. It's
Yeah.
just another like, and that was only like 2 or 3 years ago. I feel like things have reached the apex of ridiculousness. Like Rob Dyrdek is just fucking somewhere in the corner. Like this is just complete ridiculousness.
I mean,
like there's not. It can't get dumber.
It can't-
Is what I'm saying. It can't get. It's the apex of ignorance right now. So there's nothing more than having tats on your face, rapping about shrinkage with rainbow hair.
I don't know, man.
In fucking Thailand.
People
Where
will
the-
fucking surprise you, bro. Let me
That
tell
Slim
you.
Jesus track was actually kind of dope. That motherfucker just looked like Egbert, Qbert. What's that motherfucker? What's his name? Egbert? What's
Qbert?
Yeah. What's his name? The Egghead. The
Video game?
Nah, man. The
Snork?
Is that what I'm talking about?
But I feel
Whatever
like
the
that-
motherfucker is, he looked just like him.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about.
But that was just like a notch on the way up of the roller coaster of things getting like.
But then they got that guy
of look at this material.
That
Yo,
Bonk
look at this
Gang
kid.
guy. Bonk Gang or whatever that guy is.
50 Tyson.
Do you know who that is?
No clue.
Yeah.
Or Bonk Gang?
No clue.
Do you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
That guy's ridiculous.
He's not a rapper, right? He's just like some fucking crazy guy.
I don't even know what he is. I
Just
think
some
he's
homeless
like
dude.
autistic.
Bro, he ain't homeless. This guy is wild, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's his name?
Gang. Bonk Gang. He does some dumb
BOONK
shit like that.
Gang, and he's on Twitter.
That kid's a fucking idiot.
Instagram shut him down because he like posted like videos of him fucking bitches and shit.
But I think you're
Yeah,
right. I
like-
think Kenny, I think you're right. I think it's finally getting to that point because no one wants to see this shit anymore. And I'm hoping X's death was confirmation that
You think people are that smart?
I'm not saying.
I think the masses. I think that number of people watching, following, supporting will get smaller. Will of course there be that core of dumbasses following and supporting? Yeah, of course.
I wouldn't even say that no one wants to see it anymore. I would just say that I don't know where else it could go.
And I don't think it's lucrative anymore. I think now people from a business standpoint, people want to distance themselves from those acts. So venues won't book them like they used to. They're not gonna obviously they're not gonna get brain. You don't believe that?
No way, bro. I'm sorry.
Didn't they tell this guy he can't fucking perform a lot of places? Tekashi, he can't perform a lot of places.
I'm pretty sure he can perform places and get money though.
He's touring
It's a
Europe.
lot less.
That's what I'm saying.
Right
He could
now.
probably go to Europe.
He can go to places where they don't have these local black gangs.
Yeah.
Right.
I feel you.
That's what I'm saying. Like
That's why he wasn't on Hot 97.
That's why he wasn't on High 97.
Some
Wasn't on
shit.
Summer Jam. Yeah. They
Well,
stopped
because
him from coming through
yeah.
because of the danger that they fear that
He tried to walk in the building.
he's a liability.
I don't blame him. That's an insurance factor. Yo.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
Ebro kicked his ass
but
out.
you could also do fucking like these people get paid off Instagram posts. They could get paid to post it on Instagram.
True.
And they can
Yeah.
get paid. They can get paid $6 figures for that.
Yo, I saw a video.
$100,000 a post.
You're right.
That's fucking crazy.
I saw a post about Tekashi, and they was talking about how like the joke's on us because what he was doing is he's purposely posting this
Yeah, he's trolling.
trolling, right? But what they saying is that if you look at every video, every one of the videos has his music in the background. So all the vlogs are reposting all of his trolling, and then they're all getting getting the songs are picking up on these websites, and the money in turn is coming back to him because he's copywriting all these videos. So every time he drops a video, everybody who reposts it and get 300,000-400,000 views, the money is coming back to him because of the copyright from the music in the background of the video. And they're saying that this is where all his money is coming from. So every time he puts up a super troll video, he already knows that the vlogs, that Academics is going to pick it up, Doomis Live is going to pick it up, TMZ is going to pick it up. And what happens is they get tagged for
Right. On YouTube, yeah. Or
right.
whatever.
You know what I'm saying? And they saying this kid has gotten paid specifically off of that.
Wow, that's deep.
Yeah.
That is deep.
This is where they're saying his streaming income his main money is coming from.
Dude, I heard stories of this dude like he goes to the strip club with mad money and doesn't even like throw. He just like leaves the money and like they leave.
What?
Like no. I'm saying like they have the money.
The most bizarre shit I've ever
They
heard.
have the money and they throw it around and shit, and then but they don't take like the rest of the money laying around to throw with them. They just leave it there. Like he says it in his song. He said something like he left like racks in the strip club or whatever. He just walked out or some shit. I mean, I don't know.
That's some shit.
I want to say he's an idiot.
People are. I know
He's
you're
actually
saying
pretty,
that it's
pretty smart.
You think it's like this? You can't get any more ignorant than this. But dude, I'll tell you what, bro. People will fucking surprise you, man. They will.
It's just
I don't know. I lost hope in this fucking with these people.
I mean, I'm not even coming at it from a standpoint like, I want everything to be real. I want this.
Yeah.
I don't mind. Dumb shit is always gonna have its place in society, but I just don't think that. Where, say you wanted to troll, say you wanted to be the next 6ix9ine.
I probably could.
What would you do to take it further than him, though?
Dude, all I'd have to do is get tattoos on my face, and
He already has that.
so what?
Yeah.
The dude before him had it. Stitches had it. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yo, why did Post Malone get tattoos on his face?
Post Malone got it now. Everyone's got it.
That kind of hurt me somewhere.
Yo, there was literally a surgeon who did a video while doing surgery. Some black woman, you know what I'm saying? Like trolling like videos. How that shit go? You know that song? You need to cut it.
Oh my god.
And actually in the video, cutting the girl. Yeah. Straight
Oh
up,
my
in
God.
Atlanta.
Did he get disbarred or whatever?
I believe so.
Not disbarred. That's for lawyers.
Not disbarred, but I believe she lost her license. The thing is, one of the patients had gotten
Sick?
not sick, but
Dead?
filed like for botched surgery. A black plastic surgeon. You know what I'm saying? She did a video in the operating room for cut it.
Oh shit.
You need to cut it. And she's cut it.
I should have told
Cut
my
it. And they
surgeon
like
to do that
turned
shit.
up. You know what I'm saying? Like.
There's no way. I met
would've
your
been
surgeon, bro. There's no way. That guy was fucking super focused, bro.
Bro, he looked like the Keymaker and Morpheus together.
Was he German?
He looked
Nah, he's
like
Japanese.
He's Japanese, bro.
He
Super
looked like he coded
focused.
the universe.
Yeah. Like I would listen to everything that guy says.
Yeah. Shout out to Dr. Takayama keeping me alive.
Respect.
Takayama.
Respect the game.
Respect the game.
Nakatomi Tower.
Yeah.
Y'all think they gonna lie? Y'all know TK, right?
Who?
TK.
Take
Oh, that kid is going to
Yeah,
fucking
y'all
jail
think they
for
gonna
life.
give him life?
Who's this?
Who's that?
See?
Do you
why we
guys
need-
know
that's why we need a
TK?
young kid.
Yeah.
Man.
T-A-Y or T-A-E?
TK, right?
TK.
So
Tay space K.
this is TK. He did a song called The Race.
And then he was on house arrest, right? So he took that off. Where was he at? In Texas?
I think he lived in Texas,
Chick-fil-A.
and
Yeah.
he cut his.
house arrest piece off.
Oh,
and
Rye
then
told
Went
me
on a
about
run.
race, and then he said, then that was basically what he did, the race.
And they did the video called The Race while he was on the run.
But I feel like that was
Beat
really
a case
smart.
and I did a race.
Yo, that's-
But the song
that's
is
ill.
hot,
That's
though.
kinda ill, though. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
front. That's kind of ill.
Yeah,
It
and
sound
while
hard.
he like this nigga was dropping rap videos on the run, and the shit blew up,
Right.
and then end up killing two niggas.
Well, then that's where he took it too far.
He's got two murder charges.
Yeah,
Yo, that's
yeah.
crazy.
And he's shooting music videos? Who's this?
No.
fucking-
And the video was crazy because his boys is in there and shit and everything, and he just like, and he got the gun in his hand, 100K, and I did some shit like that. He said he's some shit like fuck that, let these pigs catch me. Yeah, but the shit is hot though.
Just
son.
when we said when can it get done?
Like this,
Yeah.
this shit is
Question.
hot though. Like the
Checkmate.
race is a hot ass track. nigga.
Fucking
like,
checkmate.
He's killed two people and he's shot music videos on the run.
And you got no man saying this shit's lit.
allegedly killed. two
Like
people.
his story, it
Allegedly.
plays out like a
This kid looks
movie,
mad young.
like a
He's
story
18.
for a rap video, but it's a true story. Like he
he's
just said,
12.
"Fuck it," and cut his bracelet, and did a video called
This was
The Race.
This was in October.
Imagine how
of last year.
disrespected you would
They
feel.
just
if your
caught him,
boy
too.
got- if
They
he
caught
got
him?
shot by
Like
this
just
kid.
caught him recently.
Yeah.
Where'd they catch him?
He was in like
jail right now, right?
yeah, they caught him all the way almost down here somewhere. This motherfucker was like in Maryland or some wild shit. Like I don't know exactly.
That's
but
the other thing. These kids don't even care. Like Bobby Shmurda and them just dry snitching on each other and shit.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
just snitched on his whole crew.
That's what they do,
That was
man.
dumb.
Well,
I ain't know these
Yeah.
niggas was really talking about for real bodies and shit. I'm like, yo, he really, what's the name? Really did catch a body and you know what I mean?
Oh man, it's a wrap. And they got that white guy that before they were famous. You know that guy?
Oh, who does those videos?
Before TK was famous,
Michael
he went
McCready?
by the name.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
When he was in 6th grade, his teacher once told him. I'm like, bro, once this guy does a video on you, you're set.
Yo, that's crazy.
when
Yeah.
did they catch him?
It was so fast on the before and after picture. The nigga look exactly the same. It was like before he was famous and after. It's like the shit was like a week later. And I did a race. That shit, yo, that track is
You making it
check the
sick.
video.
64 million views
I
on
gotta-
YouTube.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
hey,
listen
take
to
a look
it.
at the video, man.
All right, I'm
Alright.
gonna play this.
Fuck that, yo, he
Cue it up.
popping mad shit in the video. Like, but I didn't know the shit was real when I saw it. Like,
Yo, this is crazy because like Matt's hype about this.
Oh, I heard this shit.
Bitch, I did the race. Beat it up, we're a nut
shit has 138 million views.
Do the dash. He really popped the nigga and did the dash.
Wait, in this video?
No, like right before he shot the video. He popped the nigga and was on house arrest. We're waiting to go to court. Cut the bracelet and did the song. I pop a nigga, then I go on my way. Like
Oh my God. I feel like an accomplice just watching this shit.
Wait, so is it under the popular consensus that he actually committed the crime?
No, he actually committed the crime.
He said committed.
He admitted to doing it.
Well, he said he did it in the song, but then
They found the bodies. They found the gun. They matched it up.
Right. And then some of the homies snitched on him. Like,
Wow.
Yo, but he
Well,
looks
that's
like
not-
a child. Like, that's the crazy thing.
Yeah,
He's got
That's not.
yeah, he really
surprising.
did that shit, man. The Chick-fil-A one. No. Well, one of the people who was in the car when he shot they said the producer or the cameraman was in the car with them. I guess who shot the video.
I wonder who edited it.
They took this nigga camera from him. Let me give me this shit is mine. And kicked him out the car.
Where's that video?
I don't know, but he hopped on the car like, wait, man, you took my shit? No, hold up. And then the TK reached his hand out, bow, killed him on the dashboard, and then he did the race.
What the fuck
What is
is this
Grand
kid?
Theft Auto?
Yeah, is
Life?
this kid John Dillinger? What the fuck?
I mean, hey, look, man,
Crazy.
that's what the fuck happened. You know what I'm saying?
He's
That's his
famous
story.
for 25 to life now.
At 25
Yeah,
to
he's
life,
old,
he's
but-
a life to life,
At 18,
life to more
do you think-
life.
So, do you think
More
he's
like
going
that.
to jail? Is he going to jail, you think?
The
for
album.
life?
You
Yeah,
fucking right.
yeah, he's going to
They
jail.
talking about giving him life, man.
Yeah.
Well, you
This
commit
kid
two,
is demon,
you
son.
commit 2 murders, you're going to jail for life.
And then you shoot a music video
At
about
18,
it,
and you
celebrating
run
it?
from the police.
Yo, he was. If you notice in the video, he
Why
was
is he
rapping
doing
in front of the Wanted poster.
And his,
What?
his, album cover.
The Wanted poster with his face on it was on the shit, and he was rapping in front of that shit.
Do you-
I will have to say this. This is the most gangster video of all fucking time. Like, this shit is gangster. Like,
It
Yeah,
is.
10K is
It
wild.
is, but it's
So-
also the fucking dumbest thing.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's like selling weed on Facebook.
That's fucking dumb.
Hey, some people like they rappers to be real, my nigga. What's wrong with that?
There's a lot wrong with this.
I mean, listen, man.
What's right with this?
There's a lot
Yeah,
wrong
nothing.
with this.
I know, I'm just-
Nothing
like-
right about this.
Dude, he's 18. What the fuck are you doing?
He looks like he's 12.
He's 15. That's
He's time the fuck out.
Bro, if I let this kid
oh,
kill
he's
me,
17.
I would
He's 17.
Yeah.
Yeah, kill me if
He's
this kid kills
17
me.
now.
Bro, I would come back to life and kill myself again if this kid killed me.
Yeah, kill me if this kid kills me. Like, that's fucking.
Dude, this is nuts.
Wow, yeah, man. He went to the homie crib and shot a video talking about how he
And then
on the ride.
killed the guy who shot the video?
The video got one of the
One
cameramen
of the
that was with
cameramen.
him. I don't know if it was the one who shot this video. After they killed the first nigga, like later on, like he was in the car with them. They took his shit from him. They said, I'm taking this. He hopped on the dashboard trying to stop him from pulling out, and TK reached his arm out the window and killed him. Wow. And kept dashing.
Dude, how do you beat that?
Come on, Frank.
He did a
No,
race.
but I'm saying, like, what is next? What is next? What,
That's you,
what,
Frank.
What are people
Because that
willing-
shit is fucking creative. Like, that's the fucked up part about it. It's really fucking creative.
It is, man. It's like
Oh
these kids
my
are like low
God.
key, like evil geniuses. Like
Yeah.
that shit is crazy.
But it's all to be famous.
I don't think he gave a fuck about being famous.
Someone that's
Yeah,
that crazy
I
might
think he
not
did.
care.
I think he did. Why is he shooting the video?
He's just cold blooded, man.
I
He
think,
shot the video before he killed the second nigga.
I'm saying he's. Dude, it's all about fame. It's all
But
about
I mean,
clout.
that shit's just crazy.
It's
He
all about
cut
clout.
the bracelet and went to the homie house on the run.
Bro. Soulless.
I think
Did the video
I think that
talking about the whole thing. Like, listen to the fucking words of that shit. It's
s-
cold blooded.
you say he's soulless, but
and then at the
watching
same
fucking
time-
25 years when he's in prison, 25 years later, then he's gonna be like, I was such a fucking idiot.
Oh, yeah. 25 years is going to take him fucking 3 years or
nah,
whatever.
bro. Nah, it's gonna take him about 20 years.
He's not built for jail.
Yeah.
He's
I
gonna
don't
get
know,
tossed
son.
up real quick.
A lot
he's
of
gonna
the
be in
niggas in jail
solitary.
wasn't built for that shit neither. These kids are
Give him
going
a
to
year
jail
in
young- getting
solitary.
younger.
He's
He's
gonna
gonna have no phone, no internet.
I just saw that Khalif Browder
Life.
thing this past week. You guys saw it?
How?
Yo,
I
that
didn't
shit
see
was
it.
wild.
I didn't see it, but I heard the
That,
story.
it was
That's
sad.
so
It was
fucking
wild,
Bro,
but
that
that little
shit's
motherfucker
sad.
had a lot of heart too, though.
After I got through like the third episode, I was like, I don't know. Okay, this shit's sad.
It's too sad.
I watched it. I completed the whole thing. Yo, you can't last a year in solitary. Your mind will get scrambled. That's why his shit was fucked up. I forgot what they said it was. Maybe only like 60 days or over 45 days where it becomes like your brain is getting fucked up.
It's like rewired.
Like, yeah, no, they had like scientists on there and explaining what's happening to the molecules in your brain. They're not actually like whatever it is. They're just creating more neurons instead of creating some other shit. Like, and they all start talking to themselves. They all legit go crazy. And he had fucking 300 days in solitary or some crazy shit.
He had like, yeah, bro.
So he went crazy. But yeah, that shit, it's sad. It's crazy. And he was a little dude, and a lot of it is just him fighting because he didn't want to get with the program.
Yeah, it was,
And the crazy thing is, it's not like he died in there. Like he got
killed
out,
himself.
he was fine. He had famous people coming to check on him. Like he should have been good.
Right,
but that
right.
shit
He,
is permanent.
Yeah, exactly.
Permanent damage.
Exactly. He couldn't.
Yeah, but he
couldn't
got
live
out and
with
he's
himself.
back in the same situation though.
What are you talking about? He killed himself.
I'm saying when he got out, he was like nothing changed. Like he was famous for being fucking in jail and shit.
No, I hear you, but
he
you would
wasn't
think that once.
compensated or nothing like that.
No, I hear you, but you would think once you're out of jail, you would be okay.
And he didn't even
In
want
a-
to be famous either. It just seemed like his heart was so pure. Like he really only wanted justice and just to go to school and be left alone.
Until, I mean, that's fucking crazy. That's fucking crazy.
That shit was just.
It's
For
heartbreaking.
me,
right
it's
to a-
like
it's heartbreaking.
Rikers is such a
Shitty jail.
crazy place, and then it's just it's also interesting because at work, like I speak to correction officers and shit too, and that had a lot to do with changing. Like now they're like, yo, you can't touch the inmates now. It's like a lot different and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And he showed me a picture of this dude, almost looked like me, like my age and everything. White kid, he had a slash like all the way down his face, a correction officer, and he's like, yo, there's nothing you could really do now. It's like worse, like. And so you hear both sides of it, yo. That shit is just a hellhole.
They need to get rid of it. They're
It's-
talking about
it's
getting rid
fucked
of
up
it.
for the inmates, and now it's fucked up for the correction officers.
They're talking about closing that shit. They should fucking close it.
Yo, I feel
Rikers.
Yeah, because of the Khalif Browder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The problem is, what are you gonna do with 8,000 inmates? Because
Well, they're gonna have smaller, detention centers or whatever, holding areas on the mainland. But I think the fact that it's an island, just the whole dynamic of it being an island and it being this kind of like just floating hellhole plays into how crazy it gets. I mean, all jails are obviously have a level of just fucking. I mean, you can't, you're locking human beings in cells.
jail, yeah.
You know what I mean? But I think
Well, let's be clear. Like people who commit like violent crimes and shit, they gotta be in jail.
right.
They gotta do
but it's a
some
whole,
time.
but it's a processing area. It's not even. I mean, it's a jail in the sense
Well,
of
that's
there's
the whole.
bars.
That's the
Yeah.
whole point of the story. It's like he was in there for 3 years and didn't do shit.
Right.
And he's supposed to, you have a right to a speedy trial. But I've been through the court system. You don't get a fucking.
I was
speedy
thinking
trial.
of you when I was watching it.
Dude,
Yeah,
when they,
you
when
don't
they
get
tell
That
it.
you-
Bronx courthouse where Frank was in a similar situation, where this is how fucked up shit is. The dude that he got in a fight with hit him first, because I witnessed the whole thing.
Yeah.
Hit him first in his face. Frank throws the guy on the fucking table, hits him, fucks him up. Now he's the one that goes to the hospital and says, this is what happened. So now Frank gets hit with the charge, and no one ever asked him his fucking side of the story.
I
You know
got
what
hit
I mean?
with a felony.
So it's
charge.
like you
That's
can.
crazy.
They would 4 to
Frank's
6
in a
years.
position where he's got money to post bail or whatever it is you had to do. I don't know exact specifics, but if you're broke, you go to Rikers, or if
right.
you have a previous history, you go to Rikers, and that's why it's, the whole
The
system is fucked.
arresting officer with mine was cool, Detective Moultrie. I don't even know if I should say that, but he was mad cool though, because he believed me. He didn't,
Right, but
he
it
didn't say it.
didn't do shit for
He
you,
didn't
though.
say it. No, it didn't. It didn't. But I didn't have to post bail. I showed up with $1,500 in cash, and he was like, "No, it's a desk appearance ticket," which means like, since technically I was being charged with a felony, they're supposed to hold you for 3 days.
Right.
But he
Wait,
didn't.
fighting is a felony?
Assault.
Assault.
But the guy made up 2 different stories.
Gotcha.
But that's the other thing.
So
It's like
this-
the charge is based off of someone's fucking story.
Yeah. I mean, like
Same thing with the Khalif Browder thing. It's like literally based off of like
with assault.
with a weapon. Yeah.
Now the crazy thing about
He made up
being
2 different
charged with
stories.
Assault is like assault, like literally assault is verbal. Battery is physical. Right?
A felony assault.
A felony assault
is
I'll kill the president. That's felony assault. Assault is actually.
No, assault
No,
is
assault-
punching.
if you assault someone,
is
it's
punching
physical, too.
someone.
So then, what's battery?
assault and battery. That's what people usually get.
It's usually,
Battery is physical. Assault is verbal, man.
dude. I have the
I know you do, and then people are charged with that. But what I'm saying is, when you actually assault is
Well, the official
defined as verbal, isn't it? Like,
well, it says, well, I don't know. Google says assault and battery, the crime of threatening a person, together with the act of making physical
you see,
contact.
assault is the threatening part.
Yeah.
Battery is the physical part. So if they charge you with assault and only assault, that's you see.
Assault is carried out by a threat of bodily harm coupled with an apparent present ability to cause the harm. It is both a crime and a tort, and therefore may be result in either criminal or civil liability.
With a present.
They charged me with this right here, a B felony. That's what I was charged with.
Crazy. Well, I was just reading a story about a similar situation
A
where the
physical
person
injury.
didn't have the money to post bail. Their wife, had to basically go home. They were saving up for a home. He got arrested. It was a bar fight. They didn't have the money to post bail at that very moment because it would have taken her, it was like the weekend or some shit. So
Right.
he went to Rikers. He was gone for like 3 days. He ended up losing his job. They ended up becoming homeless because of this shit, because he didn't have a job.
Right.
Now,
That's the other thing. It fucks your reputation.
Why do they now have to be homeless and he can't get a job because he had a fucking bar
You
fight?
met the public defender that was defending me at first. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Like, the guy showed up, and the guy was like, talk to me for what, 10 minutes maybe? Maybe? And he's like, all right, cool. And I'm like, all right, so what now? He's like, all right, we just gotta wait. I'm like, what? I'm like, yo, I'm hiring.
Well, they make the
attorney.
point of that in the thing too. Like,
They got
it's
no
a
time.
joke. The public defenders have like 800 cases. They don't know shit about each case. They're just trying to get them off the dust.
It's such a fucking like business, bro.
It's a business. When
it's
you're there,
such a
you look at it
business.
and you're like, yo, this is a fucking
Dude,
business.
I would show up to court once a month for 2 years, and I would see a fucking sea of people in the courtroom waiting to get called up. And every time they read your charge out too, like you're a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah. It's like you're presumed.
Yeah, like
you're
they read
guilty,
your
right?
like,
They treat
and
you
I was
like
the
you're a
only
criminal. Yeah.
dude. Not for nothing, like I was like one of the very few people who showed up with a suit.
Right.
Most people didn't show. They showed up like in shorts and shit. When the
mean-
judge sees you like that, the judge automatically is thinking, "This guy's a fucking." What the
And it
fuck
looks
are you
worse.
doing?"
Like in the Khalif Browder thing, they say that like he's showing up to these court cases. You're showing up in jail clothes. So you almost
Yeah.
you look like
Exactly.
you look like a piece of shit.
That was another stat that I learned. Like 93% or something crazy of the people that can't post bail end up being charged with the charge, even if they kind of like they didn't do it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because of the perception of them not being able to post bail, sitting in jail, you obviously
lot
must
of
be a
them-
degenerate.
And a lot of them, even if you didn't do it, you're like, all right, well, fuck it, I'll just cop a plea.
Right.
So
It's just crazy.
it's a business.
Yep.
It's fucked up. How do we? I don't want to end on something negative. The fuck?
I don't know what's
What's a
good in the
positive-
world.
What's a positive note we can ride out on?
Dude, this shit's been dry, man. They got those kids out of that fucking well, man.
Yeah.
You know?
That's super fucking
positive.
positive. That's
what
super
we was just
fucking
talking about.
positive.
You want to play
earlier,
that Drake
this summer.
freestyle?
Oh,
Hey, man, that was pretty dope. Play that
how
shit,
long they
man.
was in there?
17 days.
That's a new Baby Jessica. I posted that. Y'all remember that?
The what?
Baby Jessica. That was a baby in like 1989 or whatever that got trapped in a well for like 58 hours and it captured the attention of the entire fucking world.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Do you think media intentionally focuses on negative shit?
Yes.
Yes.
Bad news always spreads
Yeah.
quicker.
Because,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Because we're humans
So
are.
how would you-
Humans are survival based, so we are
Yeah.
drawn towards negativity
To
because
fear, too.
Yeah, to
How
fear
do you
for survival.
think shit like that is reversed? Like not reversed. I don't know how to articulate it. How do we change that? In other words,
You're
do
not,
you know what I'm saying? Do you
it's
think that'll
rooted
ever
in,
be?
It's like in us. We're hardwired to be
But also-
be glued to something like that when when we hear it or see it.
Because we don't want to make sure it doesn't happen to us because we want to stay
Yo,
alive.
Al Gore broke this shit down and how the media works. It's fucking crazy. He put it in his book. It's called The Assault on Reason. The whole first chapter. You don't even got to read the whole book, even though it's pretty interesting. Like, just read the first chapter of that shit. He breaks down how it works. It's nuts.
It's crazy. Drake freestyle?
That's cool with me.
Link Up TV, behind bars.
Yeah.
When does this shit drop?
Link Up TV.
A couple days ago.
4 days ago. July 7th.
Big up man like Rashid, Joey, Tedder.
I don't think I've heard this.
Shout out Gigs for setting the table.
He took a lot of shots at Kanye.
Did he?
Just listen, yeah.
I did not see
The whole shit is about Kanye.
What's the name of it?
Look, you know how the pagan chit chat goes. I like R's and V's and O's. I don't really play no tic-tac-toe. Been with chubs through highs and lows. We seen man last night, they froze. Wasn't no cameras, wasn't no pose. Just like that one time at Cella. Good thing man weren't pulling out phones. Stay in big 6'6" with woes. Man start dissing and doing repos. They do anything except rolls. Still can't see them after it snows. I don't have time for the waste man jokes. Personal thing if I'm getting up close. Loyal to Oaks, I've taken an O. Versace Hotel and I'm taking the robes. Seen them in person, I'm seeing a ghost. They told me relax as they're taking control. Take all that shit up with P and his bro. I wish you the best, let me know how it goes. Wanna be free and I wanna let go. We came around and you showed us the most. I know so much shit that I cannot expose. I keep it inside and I laugh on my own. Got all the tea and I'm hotting it up. I need a shade mansion, no room's not enough. You're dropping some shit, but that shit was a bust. They got no direction, they're following us. I come from a city that they never touch. Your man is a goofy and he could get brushed. I can't name a rapper or a girl that I trust. I dream about turning these youths into dust. Yeah. Yeah. Big Scorpion. Out now.
That shit's hard.
Yeah.
Just hard.
Look, you know how the pagan chit chat goes. I like R's and V's and O's. I don't really play no tic-tac-toe. Been with rocks through highs and lows. We seen man last night, they froze. Wasn't no cameras, wasn't no pose. Just like that one time at Nobu. Good thing man weren't pulling out phones. Think you know me, that's not true. We got ties in West End too. She came over and she got slew. Throwing up 6 like man had flu. I got way too big off views. Back to the basics, I won't lose. They wanna link when they got no tunes. They too worried about selling out shoes. I don't give a fuck about jeans or crap. Or going to Milan or going to the Met. I just wanna make these songs for the set. I just wanna load that and let that wet. I got so much things in the stash. Fold up anyone done that clash. Got no sense like jizz on a shh. Big and bad like lead and shh. Can't do love cause they get too attached. Phone get broke and whip get scratched. I'ma just take my knots and cash. They can never tie me down, that's facts. All that bark, but we know he's a cat. I don't really like going tit for tat. I'ma just come like tat tat tat. I'ma just end that there, that's that. Yeah, Link Up TV. Drizzy Drake. Madas.
How y'all feel about that?
Yo, he's a monster. Yo.
He's a beast. Every time I want to like,
Kanye.
every time I want to talk shit about Drake, I'm like, I'm a hater.
Just the fact that he flipped that UK flow.
Yep.
Oh man.
Yeah.
He's so fucking smart, man.
Yeah, man.
So fucking smart.
Yo.
You think that was all one take?
Yeah, it looked like it.
I mean, I don't know. There's some video cuts.
Like,
I don't know.
Even if
I don't really care that there.
Don't even matter.
I'm on Rap Genius right now trying to figure out the memes behind this shit.
Yo, I had to go on Rap Genius the other
Shout
day
out to
for
Genius.
Drake.
That shit is dope.
Yo.
I love that shit.
I feel like I just really figured that shit out like 2 days ago.
What's that, Rap Genius?
Yeah, I was on there for Drake. And then like I was Googling the In My Feelings shit, Genius and for the lyrics, and I was like, and it's just cool because I want to know who Drake's talking about a lot of times. It's like, Kiki, do you love me? And you click on it, it's like Kiki was his first girlfriend back when Degrassi happened and yada yada, this is who she is.
Oh shit.
And then I was like, who is Paris Morton?
What is that from? I don't know.
Paris Morton music. Like I was just going through his songs from the past.
Okay,
like who are these bitches?
Yeah.
And a lot of them, not Paris Morton, but there are a lot of girls that he would mention would be like strippers in Atlanta or like different girls, and like you Google them and you see, and like I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, but
cool.
that's what I'm saying. Like you can click on that shit and be like, yo, it'll tell you who he's referencing and why.
Exactly,
It's like, damn, how the did he give you like?
Right.
How did you get that?
But remember when we were kids growing up and listening to hip hop music, like we knew the references. You know what I mean? Older people wouldn't. I feel like people that are really following.
Yeah, super paying attention to it.
Yeah,
man, they Instagram babies, man. They all over Instagram.
Yeah,
they know these people from Instagram.
They don't got full-time jobs like you and I. You know what I mean? Like they just chilling in school on their phone all fucking day.
So you think? So now this comes out. You think Pusha's gonna say something?
No, he's not. This is the thing. Drake was done with Pusha 4, 5, 20. How many songs on the album? Drake was done with Push like 27 songs ago. You know what I'm saying? He's been coming at Kanye the whole time. Even when he did the Duppy freestyle, that shit was like 90%
He was dissing
Kanye.
Push at the end, but most of the song was dissing Kanye.
Yeah, he's and I think he's baiting Kanye to come out with the "I Smash Kim" track.
He definitely has some haymakers in there.
I mean,
that
I
dude
was thinking,
Prince
man.
said it, didn't he? That dude Jay Prince.
Yeah, Prince said it would end his marriage. I was thinking he might have caught Kanye on some gay shit. Like
that's what, I was gonna say that, but
I saw this going.
A lot of people think it's going at.
He said this after
you took it.
He said this after speaking with Kanye. I spoke with the brother. He didn't want this. I saw this going to a place that I feel would have ended his career if Drake would have put out the song that he had on him, and definitely would have hurt families. And we're not in for that. So that's what Jay Prince said about the song that Drake has.
You know Drake wanted to do that shit.
Dude, I mean, I want him to do it. I want to see what's going on. I mean, because I don't think, I guess you could say it's going to end a career. I don't think it's going to end a career because people accept everything nowadays. You said this. When 50 came out with that shit with Rick Ross about him being a corrections officer and no one gave a fuck about it, that was the beginning of like, well, no one cares about this shit.
No one cares.
Yeah, when they were beefing.
Yeah, I thought that was a career.
I remember you saying that.
That was the beginning of people not caring what's real and fake.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a great point. Because I thought that was the end of, that should be the end of it.
I was like, oh man, it's a rap for Rick Ross.
Yeah.
And ever since that moment, Rick Ross and 50
took off.
Went the opposite
Rick
way.
Ross took off.
Yeah.
And that was like, what the fuck?
I mean, 50's just doing it. I think he's worth more though, right? I mean, I know 50. I mean,
that's a good ass question.
50 got money, bro.
Yeah, 50 just don't rap anymore. He don't need to. He's making so much money with Power.
That
and
show and like
he's not a billionaire.
Adventures.
Speaking of which, Power's a pretty fucking good
50's
show.
not a billionaire.
How much is 50
Power's a
worth?
really good show.
People,
you guys watch Power?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
You don't?
I don't. I gotta see.
It says his net worth, wealthy gorilla, is $20 million.
No, he's worth more than fucking 20 million.
But that says
Did he sell the water company?
Huge drop from his net worth
of 100.
Which was declared 150.
Yeah.
So I don't know how these people declare.
I don't think like these.
I mean, obviously he's got money offshore. I'm sure.
Yeah, I think he put a lot of that money away during the lawsuits.
I don't understand how these. Like if you were to ask like
you don't lose 130 million in a year.
If you were to ask celebrities about like this net worth, celebritynetworth.com, they probably be like, that shit is bullshit.
Yeah, facts.
They'd be like, bro, that ain't my net worth, bro.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, let's wrap it up. All right. To the people out there, thanks for chiming in and everything.
We're definitely gonna be trying to bring this show to you as often as we can. We're working on it right now.
We're working behind the scenes, and like I said, I know we haven't been consistent, but the plan behind the scenes is to make it more consistent. Even talking about doing it 2 days a week. We just have to get the right things going and nail down the time and place, and we might revamp. But until then,
we go.
We go.
I love this beat.